And now, here she is, Josiane.
Hello, hello. We have a wonderful guest today. We have Nana Deleplanque and Danny Darrow.
Yes, hi. Nana Deleplanque. I love that name. Nana Deleplanque. You know, when my mother used to talk to me, she used to say, Sonny, Nana, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that.
I do want
adorable. How adorable that is.
Adorable name. Huh? Nana, you were born in France and you emigrated to the United States in 1981, am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
It's a big transition.
Yeah, it was a big transition.
Tell us what happened when you moved from France to the United States.
I moved in the States in 81. I didn't know I would stay in New York, but I loved New York. Yeah. My husband is a musician, so he was looking for a big city, you know, to start to work. And so I moved with him. We went to London, Paris, and New York. And New York was probably the city we loved the most. You know, we were like, wow, this is. So since then, I stay here.
Yeah, so diversified in New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. You know, your husband was a musician. What type of music does he play?
He plays everything. He goes with all type of music. He have a classical background.
Yeah.
And he does all kind of music, jazz, rock.
Really?
And he mixes the music.
Yeah.
And
he does mixing and mastering and everything
mastering
else?
and composing the music.
Good, I used to do the same thing. Wonderful. That's very good, isn't it?
He worked for Jules, and I think they finished something for Nurse Jackie. Stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, does he do arrangements and charts and everything? And
he writes music, yes.
He writes and everything, yeah, because years ago we used to do arrangements and charts and everything.
Oh yeah, he writes music. Yeah. He have the full classical background.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
On top of what he does now.
Yeah. All right, so now we have to get into you. So how did you become a Reiki master? Let's hear about this.
Oh, well, I started Reiki in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
I met a fellow called Josiane Gray. And I was really happy to meet him. I learned Reiki, but it was more as well, let's see what's going on, you know, what's Reiki? And I started right away to have clients. So I was seeing my clients in my painting studio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, except I was full of painting.
How did your clients know about you? Where'd you get all the clients from?
Well, it's all word of mouth, you know. Those kind of job is word of mouth mostly, and you start with a friend who told a friend, and you know that's how it goes with Reiki and a lot of things like that.
And then they say, "Oh, she did wonderful for me, so she can do wonderful for you. So you've got to call her too."
Yeah.
Sure.
But in fact, what is Reiki? Could you explain to us?
Reiki is a healing form of energy. Mm-hmm. So I teach Reiki, and I teach people how to channel the energy and to give it through their hand to their friend, their pets, their plants, their client if they're going more professional. The energy of Reiki comes from everything who's around us. Mm-hmm. The star, the moon, the trees, you know. Wonderful. So you channel that and give it to the people. This energy will help them to get better, to find what they have to find. It goes everywhere, you know, it goes from spiritual to emotional to physical. So I have a lot of different type of clients, and they're searching for different things. Yeah. Reiki is very anxious, you know, because when you bang yourself, you know, you say, oh my God, you lose your key, you do, oh, where's my key, you know? You know, so we have the instinct to put the hand where it hurts, you know?
Right. It's like healing. It's like
a healing form, you know? I'm not a healer.
Yeah.
I give this healing energy to people, and they have their own healer. You know?
Well, don't say you're not a healer, because years ago when I used to be in Virginia, and I used to work with a fellow by the name of Bryce Bond, who was a healer. He told me, Danny, you're a healer too. I says, I'm not a healer, and I know nothing about it. He says, you are. You're coming to church with me. You're coming tomorrow. You'll see there's 200-300 people lined up on crutches and wheelchairs, and we're going to heal them. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do it, and it worked.
It does work. You know?
Yeah.
It does work. Yeah. And So you're helping people
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go to their journey and to find a way to open themselves to whatever.
Yeah, that's
But I work on
wonderful.
a lot of things. I work on trees, on you know, on bees, on a lot of different things. You can use Reiki for a lot of different things.
I love that.
Well,
That's
wait a minute.
love
Wait.
subject.
Working on trees and on bees. You have to explain that for me.
Sure.
How do you mean that? I mean, how exactly do you work with bees and trees?
Well, you can work distance. I work a lot distance too. I work on the body and distance. So I have one of my friend who is who does olive oil. She have been European champion of olive oil.
Yeah.
So I will work on the whole crop, the whole olive tree's crop that she
Yeah.
you know. So you can, I don't know much tree, but from what I do, she explain me what she needs, you know, what's the tree's doing. There may be much water on the roots.
Yeah.
So the roots are getting bubbly, you know. Somebody who have a honeycomb, you know, and the bees are getting agitated. Why? So you can work on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mostly work on people, of course, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But it's a very good subject.
Yes, it's
wonderful.
a subject who can go
Yeah.
very big. You
Yeah.
know?
I want to go into this a little deeper. But when you work on the plants and stuff like that, what does that do? Does that make them grow more? I mean, what happens? Does that make them more purified? Does that make them richer? What happens with those
Well, I
plants?
never know because I don't know what they need.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking specifically of olive tree, for example, the olive tree may show me that you know, the roots is too much water. So I could tell the agriculture, well, there is too much water on the roots. So the agriculture will know how to fix the roots, you know. I mean, sometimes you may need a surgeon, sometimes you may need the medical field, you know. And Reiki will open those doors for you to find the right things.
Yeah.
And you do that spiritually. Is that
I do
correct?
that with my hand.
Oh, with your hands. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, well, hands for healing. Okay. Well, in other words, are you actually digging up the plants?
No.
No. But actually, you do it.
She said distance.
Yeah.
I say distance.
Yeah,
you know.
distance.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
spiritually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do people, I mean, I work on the body, and I mostly work here in New York on the body and on people, you know.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And the other people who travel, some people have in Afghanistan, you know, in Congo, or difficult part of the world.
Yeah.
Then I work on them distance.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
wonderful. You also travel back and forth to France. You give Reiki healing classes in France as well as in New York, in the States
Tell us
too.
more about
Yeah,
it, yes.
I'm mostly based in New York.
Yeah.
But twice a year I give classes in France,
Workshop,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
Aix-en-Provence.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
You should go one day to Aix-en-Provence.
How do you say that?
Aix-en-Provence.
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 Provence, yeah,
it's
correct.
beautiful.
Oh my goodness! How wonderful!
Yeah.
How wonderful!
You have been in private practice since 1989, right?
1989. I've been in private practice, but I didn't know if I wanted to do my master. When you start a master, you have to make sure that you want to teach after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
So I didn't want to spend my Saturday and Sunday teaching.
You changed your mind since?
But I changed my mind, and I did my master, and I started to teach. And I teach Reiki quite often here in New York.
It's a wonderful. I think you project yourself as a person. You project healing. You're not aware of that.
Oh, okay.
But you project goodness. You project very positive.
Oh,
First of all, your
thank
attitude
you.
is very positive. But you yourself, I'm just telling you what I feel about you. You project very, very positive aura. You have a very
thank
positive
you.
aura.
Yes,
very,
she does.
ve-
She has
yes.
an adorable aura.
Yes.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly.
A nice fluffy one.
Yeah, you know. Plus the fact I'm looking at these notes and I see that Reiki means, universal life energy.
Yes,
Yeah, and and breath of life.
yes.
Yeah, and that's what you actually expel.
Yes, I mean, like I said before, it comes from the energy all around us. So you can, channel it, or you can use it as much as you can, as much as you need with clients and for yourself. you can do Reiki on yourself.
Yeah, and it's a very good thing. I'm going to do that. There's certain problems that I have that I like to correct.
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
Reiki is very good for
I
yourself.
do it on a friend of mine, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I don't call it Reiki because it's my own thing. But and every time she says, I feel better for hours.
Oh, I'm sure, you know. I'm sure. There is not only Reiki, there is thousands of modality. You know, you use your hand, and that's what's happening.
I wish it would feel better for 1 week, but...
Yeah, you know, also years ago, I took a course from a fellow by the name of Frank Silva, mind control. And of course, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to see yourself doing, whatever you want to see, any healing or anything like that, you just close your eyes and you put a white light over whatever you want to see, and you envision yourself healing yourself and seeing where you want to go, what you want to do, you want to be successful and stuff like that, and that's what he used to teach.
Sure, that's positive imagination.
Yes.
And we do use positive imagination in Reiki.
It's also part of the Kue method. The Kue method said, you know, when you have something negative, you know, you remember when the Kue, right?
Yeah.
It says when you're hurt, you say, well, it doesn't hurt. That's an also like advising or saying to yourself that the negative is not there.
Well, that's a double sword, because the negative is there. You know, if you have a bobo, your bobo is there.
Well, what is that, a boo-boo or a bobo?
Bobo.
A boo-boo, okay.
So I will not think like the bobo is not there.
Yeah.
I will take care of the bobo. You know, I think by being conscious of what's wrong.
But if the bobo hurts?
If the bobo hurts, I will do something. I will do some Reiki, or I will go, you know, I will do what I have to do with the bobo, whatever it is. It could be physical or emotional. But then putting positive imagination around the bobo, you know, like feeling better, you know. I will put no negation, you know. I have no bobo, I will not put that, but I will take care of the bobo and feel that I'm feeling better. Yeah,
that's a good attitude, very good approach.
Yeah,
wonderful.
You have to take care of the bobo.
Yes, absolutely. In a few words, good health, creativity, dynamism, spirituality are all the focus point of Reiki. Am I correct?
Yes, but you don't need spirituality to do Reiki. In fact, when I teach children, you know, you can watch TV and do Reiki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can do Reiki to his shoulder.
For that.
You can? You can?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to come a little closer. I want you to do it more.
So,
wait, she has a husband.
So you can, you of course there is a spiritual approach in your heart when you start to do this journey, you know. But if you're a kid and want to watch TV and do the shoulder of your friend who's cranky, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Reiki will still go.
I think it's an environment thing that people feel good being with you because you project that.
Yeah, it could be.
Yes.
You know.
See, we like to get close to Nana. We like to be in her environment because it feels good. She's you project that kind of. I'm sure a lot of people must, without even being aware of it.
Yeah.
That.
People tell me that.
Yes.
You know.
Well, but here I have, you know, Reiki's a combination of chakras and auras and harmonization. It's all that. What is that? All that into one? I mean, how does that work?
It's all that into one. If you take care of a body, for example, you will take care of everything physical, the liver, the stomach, and all that. But there is also the chakra that we know now. Everybody knows about chakra, which are wheel of energy. So you may rebalance that in the same times. And you rebalance the whole aura of that person. So the whole well-being of that person, you know. This is a whole process, you know. A person is not just a body, you know, it's not just once. There is so much with a person that you take care of everything.
I always thought that as I got older, this is my old container. This is just a container. You know, I'm up here and this is just an old container. It gets older and decrepit and everything else. And eventually I'm going to have a new container.
It doesn't look decrepit, but...
Where do I get a new container? How do I do this?
You take good care of it.
You have to take care of your good container.
Yes, my good container.
But I this is my belief system, but I think your whole container is part of you,
Yes.
not just your
That's right.
your mind. You know,
Yes, yes.
I mean, you can dream with your guts. You know, sometimes we dream, we have a strange dream. You know, it's probably our guts who didn't.
Yeah, you could dream. You know, I remember.
It's a whole process.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was born, I was flying over the hospital room deciding which baby to get into. You know, I mean, because my spirit, you know.
Sure.
And I picked the wrong baby, the wrong family, the wrong everything. I made a very mistake.
But you became a
But I'm here.
human being.
Yeah, but I became a human being, right? But now, when I die and when I pass on, you know, I'm thinking that my spirit again will fly over and the container will just go.
Sure, that's true. You know, that's true. The container will the container, like you call it.
Yeah.
I don't like too much the word, but it's okay.
Okay.
The physical
Well, call it a
aspect
body,
of
call it
it.
whatever
The
you want.
body will.
Yes.
You won't take the body with you when
No, that's right.
you know, but you will take all the juice and all the
Spirit.
spirit. Then you learn. You know, all the good things, and you want to learn. In fact, they all say that when you start to die, you know, it's a very important moment. And unfortunately, we don't take care enough of that moment, you know. People are quite often over-medicated, or they're in stress, or the family come and they are like agitated. When it's a beautiful moment where this body is going to have the time to pick up what he wants to move on, you know.
But usually the transition from one to the other is really dramatic, usually.
It's really dramatic because we don't take care of it enough.
And
Yeah.
also the unknown.
Yeah.
The unknown could be scary for some people.
Yes.
I did a lot of the terminal people, especially in the 90s. You know, we had a lot of big sickness and we didn't know how to handle them, you know. And it's a beautiful time. It's beautiful to do Reiki to those people. In fact, when I had people like that, I asked the family, could you learn Reiki like that? You could do Reiki to your friend, your mom, your sister, you know.
I think if everybody was doing Reiki, there'd be no war.
Oh, it'll be so beautiful. That's why I teach Reiki.
Is that wonderful? Propagate
a
Reiki all over the
selfish
place.
way.
Yes.
Okay.
Be a universal teacher.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, now here I have, you know, where does the UC system of Reiki healing?
Usui system.
Yeah, where does it come from?
Usui system of Reiki healing come from Dr. Usui. Dr. Usui,
Japanese?
yeah. Makao Usui. Dr. Usui rediscovered Reiki, you know, he found the way how to pass it through our hand. So this is a big story. I won't, you know, have the time to tell you the story.
We have time.
Oh, okay.
Of course, tell us. I want to know as much as we can.
But we have more questions. We have a lot of questions.
I know, but the audience wants to know too.
Yes.
We'd like to know. We'd love to know.
So should I say Google it? But no.
No, you do Google. You Google right now.
To my client, Google it. So Dr. Usui was a Japanese man in the late 1800s, and he goes over the beginning of 1900, you know. He was challenged by one of his students. He was a teacher of theology in Japan. And he was challenged by one of his students how Jesus make miracle, you know. And he decided to find out. He resigned and decided to find out how those people used to do miracle. Not only Jesus, but a lot of other people. And he went to make it short, you know. He went to meditate on the mountain, and he rediscovered how to do Reiki. And then he came back and teach people how to do Reiki.
Wonderful.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah, it sounds like Moses and the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, how can you learn Reiki?
How did I learn Reiki?
How can you learn Reiki?
Oh,
how?
you just found a Reiki master that you like.
Yes.
I'm part of the Reiki Alliance.
I'm going to take lesson with you.
So I'm part of the Reiki Alliance, and usually a first degree Reiki, you will learn how to do Reiki on yourself, your friend, your pets, your plants. And it takes a weekend. And there is 4 attunements during the weekend. The attunements are done by the Reiki master. The Reiki master will rebalance your energy for you to be able to pass that energy and to give it through your hand. It's very simple. So you should find somebody first that you like and who use a traditional method if possible. You know?
I do some, a friend of mine told me I'm a healer because when I put my hand on her, and
she feel better.
She feel better.
So a lot of people have it by instinct, you know. We have it by instinct, like I said at the beginning,
but
you know.
Yeah, I did martial art and other things. I think
that does help, you know.
There's a lot of
an amount of concentrations, and it does help because you program yourself little by little to work with energy.
Right.
Master of Aikido, you know, we have definitely this kind of power, you know.
Yes.
This kind of power. Qigong master do a lot of healing.
Yes.
They do healing through the hand.
Yeah.
So
I love this kind of healing because it's all related in a way.
Sure.
It's
sure. Dr. Usui was a martial artist, and people we had after were a lot of martial artists.
I also learned shiatsu from a Japanese master a long time ago.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Shiatsu is hands-on with a thought of manipulation. There is no manipulation in Reiki. It's just, you know, laying of hands.
Yes, that's right.
Just
right. I love it.
How does the here it says, well, Reiki is strictly what the meditation that you get into, as far as you have to get into it yourself before you can, help the
Give
person.
Reiki? No, you don't.
You don't.
You don't have to meditate to do Reiki. I meditate because I love meditation.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But I don't have to meditate to do Reiki, and that's the beauty of it. You know, a child could do Reiki. I teach in France children who start to be 13 years old. So you don't have to have the meditation.
But is there any type of preparation?
Nothing.
There's no preparation whatsoever.
There is no preparation. There is nothing. It's a sum of this instinct stuff we had and we put our hands on, you know. Somebody hurt you, you're like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
So
it's just the love and the tenderness and the warmth coming out of your body to project to another person?
It's not coming out of my body, it's coming out from
the aura?
From the whole energy around us.
Oh, the whole energy around you, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it crossed my body, but it's not coming
you're
from my body.
The transmitter.
Yeah, a Qigong master will come from his body because it touched their hara. I don't touch my hara, you know, I don't touch my own power. I touch the power from around.
Yeah, and then you project this into the other person? Is that how we do it? How you do it?
I put my hands on and I let it flow.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like electric plug, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the
That's
two little
right.
hands?
That's a good example.
Okay, good.
That's a very good example. That's a very good example. When I did healing a long time ago through the hara, I was exhausted because I gave all my energy.
Yeah, you get exhausted in a long run
I
because
don't do
you
that
use your
anymore.
energy.
No, I use the outside energy.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to use the outside energy if you're going to do that.
Yes.
Because your own energy, you're going to use it for yourself.
Yes.
So you want to keep
To
it for
recycle.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. But the energy you give to people, you can give the energy from, like I said, the universe. You know, the
Do you do
energy.
Reiki on your husband?
Oh, sure. And I teach him Reiki.
Good, because it's sometimes stressful. It's sometimes stressful, right? For his job.
Yeah, sometimes he needs it on his job or for himself, but I teach him Reiki because sometimes I need it.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
So I have somebody at home who
yes.
can do Reiki.
Yeah, well actually, the more Reiki that you have, the more spiritualism that you have in your body and in your whole chakra.
Yeah.
You know, the better the person you are. The more beautiful the person you are. I mean, you project better. You radiate.
Yeah, that's very true. Your aura project that.
You appear to,
and you have that. You definitely have
connection and
that.
everything.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really
it's
wonderful.
very good. It's very good. You project goodness.
Yeah.
La bonté. It's what you project.
You project goodness and warmth and love and sincerity.
It's not a compliment. It's the truth. Yes, it's the truth.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
It's really wonderful. It really is. It really is. You know, we're going to be running out of time soon. We have about 3 minutes left.
So the few minutes that we have left, It's yours for you to talk to our viewers. Look at the
Oh,
camera
wow.
over
Yeah,
there and tell them what you have on your mind, what you want for the world, what you want for yourself, what you want for everybody you love. Just, it's your, for a few minutes is yours. So talk to
Yeah,
our
you can tell
viewers.
people how they can get in touch with you, how you can teach them.
That's right. That's
Reiki,
another
how
thing.
you
How they can get in
help
touch
them,
with you.
How
Okay.
can how you can just help everyone, because the whole idea is to help
Okay.
everyone. So
Let her talk. Let her talk.
We can share. If you need to contact me, it's nanareiki.com. So you'll find me anywhere. I think it's important to pray and to send good energy, to send Reiki, and if you don't have Reiki, to send love to the planet. I think now, in this new year of the horse, if all of us can send love to the planet in any form, just close your eyes and say, I love you, planet. Love to the water, the water need to be helped.
Yeah.
The water with the fish, see all those fish, smiling to you, and moving their tail and being happy, and the water being so pure, you can't do that in few minutes, You can send energy to the tree, to the grass. I mean, without the tree, we won't breathe, So send them love, If you have a favorite tree, go to see it. Put your hands on it. Even if you don't have Reiki, the tree will know that you're there,
That's right. That's right.
And
Just your emotions.
just your emotions,
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
And if you don't know how to send love, do a little drawing of a beautiful fish and a tree and the grass and the plants, We have to look at those beautiful things, Look at people and send them love, Smile to them. Get into the subway, sit
That's right.
and smile, I mean, sometimes people, when I smile, they're like, and then they smile, because you smile without asking for anything. You just smile for nothing, just to, just to be there with love. And I think New Yorkers are moving tremendously in that direction.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah, and speaking about drawings, in the next show, we're going to do a next show, and you're going to show everybody your beautiful paintings and your
sure.
beautiful
Yes,
drawings
yes,
and
yes.
everything else.
Yes.
And it's going to be wonderful.
Yes.
And all the spirit of love and everything is in those paintings and stuff.
Yes,
which is really
that will be
great.
part 2 of our show, definitely.
Yeah.
So that will be part of Reiki. Is it connected to your paintings? I presume so, right?
In some way, yes.
Yes.
Everything of me is connecting to
To
my
Reiki.
painting. Or to
Your
Reiki.
paintings. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you very much.